Welcome to Inca Talks new episodes. Our first episode it is about every picture tells a story. Today's story is The Night That Changed Their Lives. In this story we have interesting characters. Caterhoof the donkey, Butsiru the cat with boots, Doña Calavera de Catrina and Señor Micla the god of death. It happens on a beach, in the colorful streets of the town, in a dark alley, in the desert, and finally in the main plaza. So let's start with our story. It was the day of the death, and Caterhoof the donkey was resting on the beach with his friend Butsiro the cat who wears boots. A little later, Doña Calavera de Catrina, who protects the town, met Señor Micla, the god of death, on the same beach. That night, Caterhoof and Butsiro were running through a colorful street full of decoration. They had just seen a TV screen that showed their shadows and said they were suspects in a crime, so they decided to find the truth before the police caught them. They reached a dark alley where the fight had happened. On the ground, they found a glass of green liquid, which was the poison from the noose, and they realized the real criminal had dropped it while escaping. Meanwhile, Doña Calavera and Butsido were standing by a stone wall covered in flowers. They pushed the mysterious ladder, which promised everlasting life, into a hiding slot so it would reach Señor Micla in the underworld. In the desert, Caterhoof met Señor Micla, who called a green spirit into the air. The spirit showed what really happened and revealed a guard who had stolen the medal, used the poison, and tried to blame Caterhoof and Butsiro. Doña Calavera opened a glowing wooden door, and Butsiro walked in carefully. It was the hall between worlds, where he would hear whether he was still a suspect or finally cleared of the crime. Inside that hall, Señor Micla stood in front of the human guard who held the shining medal. Micla took the medal back, said it was too dangerous for the living, and decided to punish the guard who had betrayed him. Under an arc of miracles, a police officer took the letter from Caterhoof. Doña Calavera pointed at the guard behind them, and the letter proved that the donkey and the cat were innocents. That evening, Butsiro and Señor Micla were on a stage, hanging colorful decorations. They were preparing a big party to celebrate the truth. At night, the plaza was full of music, lights, and confetti. Caterhoof danced with Doña Calavera while every cheered for the heroes who had stopped a terrible crime. This story about Caterhoof and Butsiro were wrongly accused of a crime with a magic medal, a poison, and a letter. And it shows that powerful objects can be dangerous in the wrong hands, and that courage, trust, and friendship can turn a night of fear into a night of celebration. Thank you.